We live in rapidly changing times. As the world is becoming more digital and therefore paperless, how can we assure that personal information such as photo albums, bank and brokerage statements, legal documents, online passwords, and lists of medications are immediately available to family members in the event of disability or death? How can you inexpensively and safely organize all of your important information while knowing you got it all? What is CBData and how does it work? Hello, my name is Attorney Ramsey Bahrawy and welcome to Your Money, Your Life. In this segment called What's a Life Inventory and Why Do I Need One? My guest is Kaufman, founder and CEO of CBData Life Inventory Solutions. Ms. Kaufman has been a software entrepreneur for the past 35 years. She's a member of the National Association of Professional Organizers and travels extensively to publicly educate and motivate people to get their life inventory in order. The mission of CBData Life Inventory Solutions is to inexpensively consolidate and safely preserve all of your important documents and information in order to help you create what she calls a secure life inventory. An inventory that's invaluable in times of crises. Carol, welcome to Your Money, Your Life. It's great to have you on the program.
Thank you, Ramsey. It's nice to be here.
Now, I understand that you had a personal tragedy in 1994, and I was wondering if you'd share with us what happened and how that affected your life.
I'm the person that got the phone call that no one ever wants to get. It was a Sunday evening. It was April 24th, and the New Jersey police called me. And they told me that my parents had been in a car accident on their way home from their country home. And my mom had been instantly killed. My dad had been airlifted to Hartford Hospital. And they told me, don't bother to go because they didn't expect him to make it.
Oh my goodness.
He did make it, but he had a lot of problems subsequent to the accident. He lost all of his executive level skills, and for the next 14 years I became his primary care coordinator, ensuring that he was properly taken care of.
Wow. So basically, you lost your mother, which is a traumatic event.
Yes.
You had to look after your father, who was injured,
Yes.
disabled, and then on top of that, you had to take care of their affairs, right?
Yes. Well, I was juggling. I had my first software company. I had at the time a 12-year-old son, and I had my father. SunGuard approached me and acquired my software company.
Okay.
And I built a handicap accessible addition onto my house and brought my father in to live with me so that I could oversee all of the care for him, because he needed 2 aides. He was very tall and he was very unsteady. He was going downhill quite rapidly after 2005. So for 3 years, I was 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, on top of everything medically that was going on with him. When he passed away peacefully at home in April of 2008, that was when my nightmare began, my scavenger hunt.
Okay, tell us what happened. What was your nightmare?
Well, I had been taking care of him medically. I had been overseeing the medical care, but I had not been involved with any of the financial information or anything else. And consequently, I had a house in Teaneck to sell. We had a home in Copake to sell. We had all of the information that we needed to be able to pull together to be able to start to close the estate. So now I'm starting to ask the question, where is everything? What is everything? The accident happened in 1994. And at that point, Dad lost all of his executive level skills. So between 1989 and 1994, Mom and Dad bought a home safe, didn't give us the combination. They, we believe, closed any safe deposit box that they had because they changed banks, brokerage firms, accountants, and attorneys.
Wow.
So I went on a scavenger hunt trying to find everything that we would need to be able to close the estate. And I was going through files in file drawers. I found the deed to the country home wedged in between two file folders. And it was an ongoing effort to try to locate everything. So at one point, I jumped on the internet to see what was available. And the only thing that you could buy were 10 different products, each of which had a very specific function. You could buy Passwords Plus, you could buy Lists to Go, you could buy Everything I Own, you could get a medical PHR, you could use something for finance, you could get a pet passport, you could buy a resume kit. But by the time you'd bought all of those things, you'd spent over $1,000, and you had all of those disparate products that didn't talk to each other. So you'd have to re-input information over and over and over again. And that was when I decided there had to be a better way.
And what is that better way?
I created CBData.
Briefly, tell me, why should people get CBData?
Multiple reasons. Number one, peace of mind. Number two, proper planning. I mean, how can you properly plan for your future if you don't know what you have? How can you protect your assets if you don't know what you have? And how can you prove what you have if you have an emergency, if you have a crisis, if you have a Sandy or a Katrina? I think the most compelling reason is unless you believe you're going to live forever, there will be a crisis. There will be a medical crisis.
It's a good place for us to stop. Thank you. As our world develops digitally, it is becoming more paperless. Consider that many people today prefer digital access to their credit card statements, bank statements, and the like, rather than stuff their drawers or shoeboxes with disorganized documents. We all know that getting your documents in order can be quite a daunting task, a fact acknowledged by Carol Kaufman. It is for that very reason she created a service where a CBData Life Inventory accountability partner helps you consolidate all of your personal, medical, and financial information for each family member. This is accomplished inexpensively, securely, offline, not on the internet. This is critical when it comes to your estate planning documents, as quick, easy, and safe access to the signed will, trust, power of attorney, and healthcare proxy is critically important. Therefore, to effectively organize your documents such as personal information, bank and brokerage statements, legal documents, online passwords, and lists of medications, educate yourself. A good place to start is by visiting Ms. Kaufman's CBDatasystems.com website and check out the Solutions tab to learn how CBData Life Inventory Solutions can help you. For in the words of Ben Franklin, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. In closing, I would like to thank my guest, Carol Kaufman, founder and CEO of CBData Life Inventory Solutions, for participation on this program. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
And as always, thank you to you, our viewers, for watching Your Money, Your Life. My name is Attorney Ramsey Bahrawy, building your trusts.